I can't see color running through your veins, and I can't breathe.
Greetings, my good people. Of course, my name is Mpyaro, and the show is It's Mpyaro Speaking. Official anthem is Show Up For Yourself, and the segment is Let's Talk Happenings. So, guys, today, how was your weekend first before we go on? Did you enjoy it? Ilikuwa short, and it's Monday, of course. Yeah, so thank you so much for the past videos that you've been able to support me through the views, and I'm sure going this way we will grow and we will keep growing. So the first thing you're going to talk about is the Moses Kuria situation. Guys, let's start first by speaking. Let's start the background of this guy. You know, Moses Kuria started out as an MP from Gatundu. His background first comes from banking, I think, and finance, and he came from, worked in the Middle East at some point, came back and entered PNU through, you know, these dealings of politics. And when there was this by-elections in Gatundu, he won without even an election. He was just nominated directly. There was no competitor, and he became an MP for that was the 4th president of Kenya. So this tells you this is a very smart guy. He's a person who knows what he's doing. He's a genius, you know. You don't get that way by just being there, you know. So if you ask me, he's been a bad boy. He's the only guy who actually showed the media before a finger that is not this one. If you understand me, on live camera, you know, he's shown up high sometimes on these studios, you know. So it's not something that is new to me, if you ask me, because it's his nature. And trust me, that a person like that, he's so much aware of himself. He knows a lot of things that I can tell you. He just doesn't say a thing like that, you know. It was not appropriate for him, but if the media is playing dirty and the other team plays dirty, why would you cry foul when you're playing dirty? You know, when it's dirty, it's dirty. When someone plays you dirty and you're playing clean, that's another story. But if you're playing me dirty, you know, this Moses Kuria is the kind of this. I don't want to compare him to people because he's his own man, but I can tell you he's not someone you can just write off. For me, I respect him a lot. I think I like traditional kind of guys who says it the way they think and the way they see. So for me, I don't see any I think it's just politics and they're playing dirty with each other. Then there was a Florence Bore situation. You remember last week when I told you, if a government wants to help you, if it wants to assist you, they will do it. Because there's money. There's money out here. Imagine someone buying a house for 90 million. Like it's nothing. Unaishikeja 90 million, 1, 2, 3. Then 100,000, mara 10 ndio ijaye 1 million. And then we go to the next one, 100, close to 100 times. We are barely surviving here, bwana. Tunakosa hata fare, bwana. Because of fuel here and there, you know. Food is missing. Now, unanunua keja 100 million. And from a perspective of this kind of person, you know, when you get to such a political space, you need to adjust. You know, your enemies now, you have changed. You're not playing this anymore. You're not playing with grass. You're a tree that you started as grass, but now you're another level. You're kind of beef. You're kind of drama. Publicity yako unafaa kuichunga sana. This is something that Florence Bore has not understood yet, you know. How many dealings are happening here now otherwise here? So I think it was unfair for her also because the media also went so negative about her without even giving her time to explain herself. I saw on the statement she talked about they got a better deal over what she was giving the other MP. So I can just tell you there's money and there's existing money and there was an existing deal. So to start with, there's money. That is the first part. If she was played dirty, if she was misquoted and all that, that's another story, you know, because as a person when you're elevated, you tend to have bad enemies who can do anything to bring you down. And the media right now, if you can see, they are not leaving any CS. They are just waiting for that one scandal so that they can say this guy is bad, the president, you know, because it's wrong for them to say in a newspaper, Ruto's CS caught in a scandal, you know. I'm sure William Ruto doesn't even know these things exist sometimes. These are personal dealings, you know. And when it comes to that, I think it's so unfair for the entire administration. But one thing you can be sure, there's money. That one I can assure you. Say there's money. That woman has 90 million for a house. Yo. And lastly, we had the story, the NHIF story. So sad. So sad. This brings me back to the rotting government. If we can have this one story that was just below here in a Peter too, this is the kind of, how long has it been running? How many people have been extorted because of this kind of things? How many government officers have this kind of dealings, have this kind of rotten behaviors inside those ministries? It's a whole system that is just rotten, and I've just said it, unless I don't know what comes. It's so hard to know because they are just under here, under the nose, and mostly it happens with these powerful people. Rescue dealing, it's way before. So until then, I'll see you. Show up for yourself. Peace.